Hi, this is the video if you are thinking of doing the optional readings about Catholic theological anthropology and Catholic worship. Just three notes about these. The first is that the reading I've assigned is a selection from the Catechism of the Catholic Church. This is a weird kind of reading. We haven't read a text like this before, and you may find it a bit unusual. The Catechism is a document put together by committee, basically written by a number of people working together that tries to explain doctrines and teachings of the Catholic Church. So this would fall under the category doctrinal and philosophical for SMART. If we were thinking about the work of a theologian, this is an example of systematic thinking, just trying to explain the system of belief and what impact that has on practices. Excuse me. The catechism reading talks about Catholic worship, specifically about the use of symbols and the material world in Catholic worship, in ritual, but also just in regular liturgy. I chose a section that's talking specifically about art and music, to sort of follow up on our discussion of Sacred Quest chapters 2 and 3, like how is the material world or sacramentality involved in a specific religious practice? And what does that have to do with community, picking up on Sacred Quest chapter 6? The PowerPoint tries to put this catechism reading in context by telling you about three principles from Catholic theological anthropology. Let's break that down. Anthropology, study of human beings. Theological anthropology, what it means to be a human being in light of theological teachings. And specifically, Catholic theological anthropology is what Catholics think about what it means to be a human being in light of Catholic theological teachings. Um, for example, if we go all the way back to Genesis 1:26, which says human beings are made in the image and likeness of God, that's a Catholic teaching from Catholic scripture. That has some implications for what it means to be a human being. We're made in the image of God. So our beliefs about who God is matter for who we think human beings are. The three principles that are outlined here are active in Catholic liturgy. The way Catholics decide to worship actually reflects those beliefs. So we're starting to see here the relationship between doctrines and practices, or doctrines and liturgy. The PowerPoint gives you some specific examples of sacraments within the Catholic Church, that include symbols, material objects, important words, all of these things working together to respond to the fact that human beings really function best when they have something material in front of them. So you'll learn a little bit about sacraments. And then the optional activity associated with this reading and PowerPoint is to create your own ritual. And I've modified that assignment from what I would normally ask for in class. This time, because we're all at home, I am asking you to think about a ritual that you could do from your home, that responds to human needs. I'm also asking for you to explain how the ritual you make up uh, addresses some features of Catholic theological anthropology. For example, if that anthropology tells us that human beings are creatures in the material world, therefore your ritual ought to have something material in it that speaks to the fact that human beings themselves are material beings and need material reality to help them better understand and interpret what's going on in the world and in the ritual. Uh, so the full instructions are there. Let me know if you have any questions, but I hope that this thread with your rituals might become a resource for other people. So I'll try and add one of my own, a sort of like daily meditation ritual that I'm doing to sort of center, and I'll explain how I'm thinking about that and how it might relate to some of these theological principles. All right, that's it. Let me know if you have questions.